Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode. On today's show, we're going to be taking a look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4: Turtles in Time for the Super NES, which was brought to us by Konami back in 1992. Turtles in Time is the second of the arcade series, but is actually the fourth game in the series on Nintendo consoles, thus the name change here in the US. See, in Japan, the game's title doesn't actually include the number 4. Even weirder, though, is that it does have a 4 on the European version, and they never even ended up getting the third game. In the US, we had the first Ninja Turtles game that was published by Ultra, the second game, which was a port of the first arcade game, and then, of course, Part 3, which is the Manhattan Project. Turtles in Time is awesome on the Super NES, and it's got quite a few differences from the arcade version as well. The most noticeable off the bat is the inclusion of the Mode 7 effects. When you throw a foot soldier, you can toss him right at the screen and it looks really cool. That awesome fight with Shredder where you throw soldiers at him was actually added into this version, as was the entire stage that the fight is based around. Another really noticeable use of Mode 7 occurs in the Neon Knight Riders level. In addition, several bosses were added or changed from the arcade. Slash is now exclusive to the SNES port, as is the Rat King, and even Bebop and Rocksteady. The last boss in this version is actually Super Shredder from the second Turtles live-action movie. It's also got a couple of new modes, like a versus fighting mode and time trial, but chances are you'll play each one of these once and never touch them again. They really aren't very interesting, and serve more as just a bonus diversion. The control in Turtles in Time is super precise, and it does feel great. It's very fast and fluid, and just feels natural on a Super NES controller. The graphics and sound differ just a little from the arcade here and there, but it still looks amazing on the Super Nintendo. Lots of action going on, and the colors are bright and vibrant. There's a lot to look at here too, since all the stages are set in different time periods. You'll end up seeing some really cool backdrops here and there, and some unique enemies based on the era that the level is set in. The difficulty feels just about right. With 2 players, it's pretty easy to get through the game as long as you don't make too many mistakes and try to play smart. Whenever I see a pizza on screen, I just wait until all the enemies are gone and then determine who needs it the most at the end of that fight, and that helps to keep things balanced a bit. You'll also get an extra life for certain amounts of points that you earn along the way. To sum up, Turtles in Time on the Super NES is a really great game. It's super smooth, it looks and sounds great, and is a blast to play with a friend. It's easily one of the best arcade ports on the system, and it's a must-own for Turtles fans, and well, just about anyone else. Its price has gone up a bit over the years, but it's still worth tracking down and owning if you've never gotten around to it. That's not to say it's perfect though. It does feel a bit drawn out sometimes, and I still prefer the speed and the game length of the Hyperstone heist on Genesis, but Turtles in Time is a damn good game. Certainly one of Konami's best of the 16-bit era. As always, guys, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching, subscribing, and of course commenting. Patreon link is down below in case you feel generous and want to show some support to the channel. And until next time, stay classic.